Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brainiac, and welcome to the Brainiac Live Super Show. Start a new game. We're going to be playing Darksouls. Excuse me. We have too many characters on the... I have too many characters created, which I think is a good sign. Choose a sex. Let's go to class. Okay, so this is going to dictate a lot of like what we're going to be doing in the early game. So I have a specific build that I want to do. And as you can see, there's a lot of different types of characters. This guy is really good at pretty much using any weapon you can utilize in the early game. The Knight has really great armor and high health. Wanderer has high dexterity. With a little bit of intelligence as well added, which is nice. The Thief, obviously high critical hits and has Master Key, which is a really good item, but we're not going to be focusing on the Master Key. Bandit is really good. It's basically like the Wanderer, except it focuses on strength and faith instead of dexterity and intelligence. The Hunter, and if you don't know what any of these things are, it's fine, we'll get into it, but the Hunter, another interesting character, has like a very similar weapon to the Warrior, but focuses on like dexterity, has a bow early on. The Sorcerer is a very interesting character. You use soul sorceries. It's a very different way to play the game. I'm not going to be choosing it to start. Pyromancer's cool. A lot of people like to start as the Pyromancer, including myself. I'm not going to be starting as the Pyromancer this time. Cleric. Cleric is another interesting one. You don't really see them played all that much. I like them. And Deprived is probably one of, if not my all-time favorite class. You start with absolutely nothing, and you got to work your way up from there. For this, I think just for ease, I'm going to choose the Wanderer. It's one of my favorite guys to start with, and yeah. So for the opening gift, there's a lot of really good gifts here. So the Goddess's Blessing gives you a little bit of HP, never taken that. The Black Firebomb gives you 5 Black Firebombs, which are like more damage than the other firebombs you get earlier on in the game. It can help you take out like really big enemies really early on, which is... It's good, especially if you want to do a strength build, because you can take down the very first boss when you don't have your weapons, which will let you get the Gargoyle Hammer. Very cool. Twin Humanities just gives you Twin Humanities, which could be good. Binoculars, this is pointless because you can get them pretty much right at the beginning of the game. The Pendant, this is just a joke item. It does absolutely nothing. Master Key opens any basic lock initial equipped for the Thief. This is the item you're going to want to take if you're playing this game for like the first time or whatever. Like, this is undoubtedly the best item in the game. There's the Tiny Beings Ring, another kind of joke item. The Special Tribal Ring grants small increase to HP. Yeah, we don't really need a small increase to HP right now. I'd say we probably... need something else. Gift from a Witch, Ancient Ring with no obvious effect. I'm going to be taking this item. There's an NPC that you can talk to with it, and this is the only way to get the item, I believe. No, I think you can trade with a crow to get it, but like that's the only real way to get it. I'm going to make my guy slim. I always pick pretty much the same look. I'm just going to make him look like myself, except, you know, obviously no beard. The beards come later. All right, we're going to accept this and go right into the game. I guess zombies don't have beards at this point. I'd be remiss if I didn't let the opening play. Mostly because this is the first time we're playing through the game live. This is a game I've always wanted to play on like a live stream or a Let's Play or something like that. And I've always been... nervous to do it, mostly because like the game's pretty hard, and for the longest time I hadn't beaten all the bosses. Relatively recently I went through the game and I beat everything, so I really want to finally do my Let's Play.
And death, and of course light and dark. Then from the dark they came.
Little ad for Payday 2.
The souls of lords within the flame.
That game has never really been my cup of tea. Here's Nito.
The first of the dead. The witch.
There's a lot of lore to the game, and is a lot of story to the game, but mostly the game doesn't present you with the story. Like, there's no cutscenes basically after this, other than like showing you when you've unlocked a new area or whatever.
With the strength of lords, they challenge the dragons.
There's Gwyn using Lightning Spear, one of my all-time favorite spells in the game.
The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease.
It's sad that you can't use any of Nito's magic.
Betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
Sweet. That's Seath. He betrayed his own kind. What a scumlord.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
This is pretty much like the game world as
But soon
as we see
the
it.
flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
That's right. Not skipping it. Everything in my soul is telling me to skip this intro right now, because that's what I do 99% of the time. But we made it through. We're 8 minutes in. We haven't played any Dark Souls yet, but that's okay. So this is Dark Souls Remastered. Came out a few years ago. And the game looks amazing now, and you can play it in 60 FPS.
The dark sign brands the undead.
When they came out with it, they also came out with it on Switch, which I loved, because being able to play Dark Souls portably is... It's something I definitely fantasized a lot about when I was first playing the game.
Corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
And this is where we find ourselves.
This is your fate.
Pretty doomed, honestly. Cursed to go hollow in this horrible cell. I look like Palpatine. Oh snap, we got rescued. Alright, and this is where we start off the game. Now we're actually playing some Dark Souls, which is exciting. So what's interesting is you can actually, you can see this guy over here, and maybe if you're playing through the first time, you might think, oh, this is the boss we fight when we leave the area for the first time. But actually, no, if you look at him, he's got crazy horns, he's got like a big staff, and he's got wings. So this guy is like, it's like an upper level demon. So we will have to come back and fight him later. Spoiler alert. Gonna try to let some of the surprises of the game go through, but you know, when there's stuff to see, there's stuff to see. You know, I could light this bonfire, but I'm not going to. So if you kept the black fire bombs, you could use them at this moment right here, and you could get this guy's hammer. And by this guy, obviously I mean this guy. So he's got this giant hammer. Wow. Wow. All right. I should have just been running to the exit. I'm gonna have egg on my face if I have to use the if I have to like go back and like light the bonfire and start right from the beginning. So I'm gonna rest the bonfire. And we're gonna keep going. We have no weapons yet, but I hope to change all that. I've decided that I'm gonna play it safe while we're doing this let's play / stream. Gonna make sure that I keep everything on. I like to do fun things at the beginning, like I like to go through without a shield, but I think this time I want to make sure that I have everything ready to go. So we started with the scimitar. Is it my favorite weapon? Of course not. One of the reasons it's not my favorite weapon is this. Oh no, not that. This. I personally prefer, because like this is the up plus normal attack, and it makes you go back, which is like, it's very cool, it's very flashy, but it's not super practical. I find, at least. I like having, because the other option and the most normal option for that move is a kick, and the kick is really good for making people. When there's people who are like shielding a lot, it's very useful. And I find myself getting kind of stuck in situations. Oh, this is the gentleman who helped us out. Looks like he fell through the roof.
I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead.
Hear me out, will you? Yes.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission.
Yeah, looks like it. You look like a total piece of garbage right now.
There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen. And thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, an Estus flask.
So this guy gives you the most important item in the game. And if you don't want to hear his flavor text, you can just kill him. Straight up murk him. What? I thought I was supposed to be able to go through there. Is there... Oh, yeah, you know what? I needed this as well. I'm so used to just killing him and taking everything and just going up the top level. I'm looking at my view count, and there's 0 viewers. Although, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. No, it's, I haven't streamed in a long time. I do want to stream a lot more, but, you know, starting streaming is so difficult because you start with, like, nobody. And I'm also playing a super... I wouldn't say it's an unpopular game to stream. I think it's like the reverse is true, where it's like overly popular, where it's been overdone so much. Because everyone loves Dark Souls. Which again is funny, because like when I first got the game, or first tried to get the game, I remember going to EA at the time, or not EA, EB Games at the time. I haven't been to an EB Games in forever because of Steam. Like when I go to the mall, I don't even like, I'm not even interested to go in there anymore, which sucks because when I was a kid, you know, EB Games is like going into a candy store. But now it's just kind of like, oh, there's like some, you know, pop vinyls that I can get and some freaking phone cases or whatever. It's, I don't know. not exactly what I would call, like, a fun consumer experience, but I'm glad that people, you know, still like to go in there. Oh yeah, we beat the first boss, and I didn't even, like, mention anything about, like, strategies or whatever, but I'm just so, like, used to mechanically defeating that first boss that it's really not that big of an issue.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be...
There's a famous character in Dark Souls, Snuggly the Crow. I thought it was so cool the first time I ever saw this, because, like, when I was first playing this, I was playing this on the Xbox 360.
To the land of the ancient lords.
And just seeing the crow take you for the first time is so cool.
Lordran.
Yeah, I don't got anything else to say about that other than, you know, it's cool. It's tight. I like to see it. Get a little bit of a sneak peek of the areas we're going to be traversing. Again, it's so odd because I normally just skip it. So here we are in Firelink Shrine. An area very, you know, well known to gamers probably at this point. So we have 2,000 souls. What are we going to spend it on? Absolutely nothing right now. I like to save up my souls because there's going to be some stuff we're going to need to get. This is the first direction you're supposed to go. There are other directions you can go early on. I think most people have experience with going the wrong way and having to fight skeletons instead of zombies, and it's not a really fun experience. Especially because, like, you know, skeletons in, like, 99% of games are usually pretty easy enemies to beat, so I think most people playing this game think that they can just take on the skeletons, like, moment one, and then you realize, oh wow, these guys keep respawning, and also they're way stronger. All right, well, that guy fell down, but he's making his way back up to me. You know what? I honestly, I will respect it. This is another reason I don't like the scimitar as much. There's not as much in the way of doing just like a straight up stab attack, which you'd expect. All right, we've made it to Undead Burg. We're doing pretty good. We haven't died yet. Knock on wood. Trying to be like hyper aware of the Let's Play curse of, like, when, you know, when you're streaming a game, you're going to be way worse at it because you're focusing on talking. So what are my plans early game? There's a weapon that I want. That I really, really want. And that weapon, I'm not going to reveal it. I want it to be kind of, oh my, there's a dragon. Actually, it's, technically it's not a dragon, it's a drake. Get it together? Yeah, it's not a dragon, it's a drake. It's not as serious of a threat as a dragon. Wow, wow. That was lucky. Alright, I really don't like the looks of this leather shield, and you know what? When it comes to weapons, I care what they look like. I know. It shouldn't matter. But to me, it does. Alright, I got 3,000 souls here. I don't know if that's going to be... I doubt that it's going to be enough to get what I want. And I'm going to equip this wooden shield. I like it a lot more looks-wise than the leather shield. These guys are a lot tougher than the enemies you've seen up to this point. They're going to go down no problem. See, when you have a different type of weapon, you can just kick those guys and take them out really quickly. It can be kind of annoying trying to go after them without something like that. Again, as you can see, like, nothing in the game is going to surprise me like this guy. He's kind of like a jump scare guy. If you're first playing the game, like, that guy can freak you out. I'm just going down here. This isn't technically where I want to be, but I want to steal the souls off these guys because we're going to need as much as we can get our filthy little hands on. Okay, now we've found ourselves at the very first shop.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
So this guy's crazy. Let's see what he's got for wares here. I'm gonna buy the residence key because I didn't buy the master key and you need it. The repair box would be cool, but another person sells it, so I don't really necessarily need to buy it from him. He's got a lot of cool weapons, including if you want to get a really great sword right early on, if you want to use like more of a straight sword, you can buy the bow from him and then buy a bunch of arrows, and there will be a point where you can farm for a Drake sword. I'm not going to be using that because anyone who's played the game for longer than 5 seconds realizes, hey, it's not fair. It's not fair. I don't, other than like the repair powder does actually seem kind of useful. I would like to buy it, but I think instead, I do like this Warrior's Round Shield. I'm going to buy this. And, because I think it's aesthetically going to look good with what we want to get here. I'm going to buy these. Okay, we need 500 more souls to get the last of what I want here. I like in this version of the game that you can just pop all your souls at once. Now I gotta remember what I was trying to get. So we have the chain armor. We got the leather gauntlets. We're gonna just need. Although these feet look pretty good. I'm gonna get the leggings. All right, chain leggings. Let's go.
Oh, thanks. Come here.
Equipment. Yeah, you get. I got a slight armor boost with this outfit on. I'm gonna take my hat off, and now we are going to completely betray this guy.
Gone mad, have you?
Yeah, I have.
You lousy.
I want your weapon.
Julia.
So an interesting thing about this guy is he's got this crazy weapon, and he doesn't know how to use it. That's why he's moving so slow. He doesn't have the stats to be able to use it. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take this Uchi Katana from you because it is my favorite weapon of the game. There is another place to get it if you want to get it in a way that doesn't make you kill the first shopkeeper. But you know, that's not the way I'm playing. And we can't even use it yet, so I'm not even gonna be worried about it. So I could go in there and get you know what? All right. Hear me out. I'm going to use one of my humanity. As you could see in the top left corner that I had a little number. I had a 1. That's because I killed enough enemies to get just a humanity naturally. We're going to reverse our hollowing, which I believe just gives us better stats and also makes it so that we can be invaded by other online people, which I'm sure we're going to see, and it's going to be real annoying. Now we're going to kindle the bonfire. When you're first playing the game, I don't know, like, this isn't super obvious, but it makes the game a whole lot easier. Yeah, we have pretty much everything we need to go and fight this first gauntlet here. Again, I really wish I could use the Uchikatana right now, but I cannot. There will be a point where I'm sure I can use it with, I could use it because this character I chose specializes in dexterity. So if I leveled up my dexterity enough to use it, I could wield the Uchikatana with 2 hands, which I always thought was a really cool feature of the game, where like you can still wield it, but you need to use 2 hands to wield it. It's fun to use the heavy attack on the scimitar, even though I said that I didn't like it as much. Mostly just because it varies things up in the combat. This first area is not going to be too hard for us. Hopefully. Enemies without shields are pretty easy to take down, especially in groups. I could go up and... fine. There is an item up here. I don't even remember what it is, honestly, and I almost never come up here and destroy these guys. So if you, like, try to battle anything out on that bridge down there, you're going to have a really bad time. Because these guys will just fire fire bombs at you the whole time. But now they're dead. And Soul of a Lost Undead, actually, for this point in the game, is actually pretty good. So I'd say it's worth it. And any souls we can get will definitely contribute towards us winning. Alright, use the Residence Key. This is why we got the Residence Key. So we could get this chest, and in here is 3 gold pine resins. These are really, really important early game, mostly because they give you a lightning buff to your weapon. Kill that guy. Again, I wish I could just kick him, but I can't. He's down for the count. This area, when I remember playing this game for the first time, because like I had to get Skyrim instead, mostly because like I had the money for the game, but no one at that game store had known about it. I guess the game was a lot more obscure back in the day, but I remember I eventually got like a used copy of it, and I started playing. And this area took me absolutely forever to get through for the first time. So it's pretty cool that when you go through later, you can just kind of like absolutely wreck house, even if you haven't upgraded anything, even if you don't have the best weapons. Okay, so we've entered the first fog wall. I'm going to equip the gold pine resin. We're not going to be too crazy. I want to play really conservatively because I want to make sure I can show you guys as much of this game as possible on this stream today. So you got to go up there and kill those guys. If you try to just fight this boss on this bridge, those guys will give you a bad time. It's kind of in game design principles. I would say it's very similar to that area that we just kind of like, where we went and killed the fire bombers, where they'd kill you on the bridge. I would say it's definitely very similar to that. So what I like to do for this boss fight is I like to add my gold pine resin right here, wait for him to come down, and then run. So again, there's a hard way to kill this guy, and then there's an easy way to kill this guy, and we're going to do the easy way. With a lot of the Dark Souls bosses, like, there's always an easy way to do it. with the gold pine resin does really well against demon type enemies, so we are doing pretty well. As you can see, his health is almost gone, mostly because we got that jumping attack early on. And now he's dead. That guy took me absolutely forever the first time. But now he's just a joke to me. And my, I like that my, gold pine resin, I had to look at it to see what it was. I love that my gold pine resin, it took it ended at specifically right when the boss ended, or right when I went through that door. Man, that was not the best way to say any of that.
Hello. You don't look hollow. Far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn.
Praise the sun.
To seek my very own son.
Praise the sun.
Find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
This is possibly one of the most beloved NPCs in the game.
Aha. So I didn't scare
In a world where everything is trying to kill you in the worst way possible, having a buddy is pretty nice.
Our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely...
Sitting on my leg. It's very uncomfortable.
This pleases me greatly.
So we've essentially agreed to accept this gentleman's help.
Of course, but
If I wanted to look like this guy, I could kill him. But I don't want to. I intend on getting Solaire's help as much as possible. Alright, so remember that dragon we saw earlier? Well, we're going to see him again. So I don't think there's any way to not get hit there. But you only take like a negligible amount of damage. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is kick down this ladder. If you forget to kick down this ladder, you're going to hate your life. I guarantee it. All right, now that we have 5,000 souls, I haven't leveled up or bought anything yet. The weapon I want to... So this weapon, I think I can already use it. Ugh. Okay, so yeah, I do already have the dex to use it. But I don't have enough dex to use it with... This weapon's actually... This shield is not as good as the other shield. I don't know if I... This shield's slightly better. I'm gonna use it. So next we're gonna want to level up at the bonfire. This is like one of the few games where you can level up at the bonfire, and it's super useful. So we're gonna level up our strength to 14, and trying to think of like how I want to do this. I'm gonna accept as is right now and keep the rest of my souls. So now I can actually use this weapon that we're going to be using for probably the majority of the rest of our gameplay here. Until I find a washing pole. But people who've played Dark Souls will know what I'm talking about, and other people will probably just think I'm nuts. But I'm glad that we have a great weapon, and this is the attack that I really wanted. Yeah, that's right, a kick. It's a lot more useful than you'd think. Okay, we got a good roll going. If your equip load is too high, if you have like too good of armor on, you'll develop different types of rolls. You can do a like slightly fat roll, a super fat roll, and a mega fat. I don't know. I don't know like the different kinds. But yeah, you do fat rolls, and it's probably, I don't know, man. I hate fat rolling in general. I always hated this part of the game. Oh, also, I mentioned that you can get the Drake Sword. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you how to get the Drake Sword. Yeah, you just like, if that, the dude I killed to get this Uchi Katana, if you buy a bow from him and then buy a bunch of arrows and just continuously shoot this tail, you will eventually get the Drake Sword. Very, very good early game weapon. It can really carry you through. Does a lot more damage than the weapon I'm currently... Oh no. You have to be really careful of these guys because these guys can poison you. And unlike in most games, poison is super, super bad to get. Especially with this next area we're about to go into. Right before we were about to take on the first, like, actual boss of the game, I believe it's called the Taurus Demon, there was an opportunity to fight a Black Knight, and there's another opportunity to fight a Black Knight up these stairs. I'm not gonna fight either of them yet. Mostly just because, like, I don't have a shield that will block enough of their damage to legitimately go up against them. And as you can see, we have a bit of a gauntlet here. We are actually, if you see, there is a, behind that fire, there's like a little stairway. No, I think it's actually even further up that way. There's like a little stairway. That's where we're trying to get to. I'm going to try to go through this the normal way. The Uchi-Katana might not do that much damage, but its bleed ability is really good. If you just stack a bunch of hits, eventually you'll do a ton of damage with bleed, which is nice. But I also just like, you know, when you're playing Dark Souls, it's really about finding the weapon that really is just suited to you, one that you like the most. And I have to say the katana is my favorite. Took a while to get used to because I was so used to all of my weapons just all of my weapons being like horizontal weapons, and this one it's a little different because you actually you swipe in a diagonal way. So getting used to that is a little tricky, but once I've gotten used to that, now I can't go back. Oh, you know what? You know what? I forgot. There's one guy we have to kill. Not this guy. I mean, we should kill him, but so when we're up there, we picked up alluring skulls. I hear someone coming after me. Oh, there he is. I wonder if the boar will come into the fire with the alluring skulls as they are. So these are interesting. Nothing at all. Usually you can kill that boar, but it looks like he doesn't really want to die, so, you know, I'm going to respect his will to live. So if you just want to, like, cheese this, you can kind of just run past everybody and then come up. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, he's so dumb. He's so dumb. That's right, you come back. Alright, he's gonna chill there for a sec. I'm gonna see if I can get this alluring skull trick to work. This is why you get the alluring skulls up here. It's because you can lure them into the fire. And this guy is essentially impossible to beat otherwise. But there's nothing really we want from him. And he's really running off and taking a lot of time, so I'm just gonna ignore him. But if you want to kill him with the alluring skulls, you can. I'm going to take an Estus. Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Clearly I was wrong about not killing you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you showing me how wrong I was there. So when someone in Dark Souls is like running away like that, don't just chase after him. There's usually going to be an ambush. Again, one thing I really like about the Uchi-Katana over the Scimitar is the ability to just stab, like so. Mostly because there's a lot of environments where people will just be coming at you down a corridor, and having something that can penetrate well down that corridor is good. Alright, so first thing we're going to want to get is this mystery key. It could open anything. Absolutely anything. Who knows what it's going to open? I know what it's going to open. I always remember finding it and being like, what does this do? And then forgetting about it and then using it later when it's time to use it. Oh, someone's ringing the bell. That's what we're kind of on the way to do, is ring the bell. If we had talked to Andre of Astora, who was at the Firelink Shrine, he would have told us, "Yo, go ring the bell, dude." But that's okay. I don't need to be told to ring the bell. I just ring bells. All right, we're looking for a ladder. I should know where the ladder is. We're not looking for a ladder. We're looking for stairs. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, so there's multiple ways to go here. So I could just leave this guy alone, but I'm dumb. I'm gonna use some black fire bombs against him, mostly because this guy's really annoying. He's got a rapier. Oh, I should have just... I wasted a firebomb. That's okay. This gives you the Night Shield. I don't want to equip it because it doesn't look as good. But when we have to go fight those Black Knights, it will be a lot easier. This area can be tricky. That's why we use the fire bombs. Mostly because this guy is going to like backstab you if you're not careful. And this is why we want the Uchi Katana, so we can do those kicks. We're coming to the end, the Undead Parish, which is the next area of the game. Alright, this guy's... I've aggroed this guy. I thought that I would. These are boulders. When you're first coming into this area, they are so difficult to come after because like you've been used to fighting the undead people in the Undead Burg for so long, and most of them don't have shields or anything like that, and these guys are shielded like crazy. All right, I'm gonna pull this lever. Now we could go back. Now that we have the basement key, we could go back, but that's not what I want to do. We're going to go this way. So, as you can see here, this is like a gigantic church. So we could enter the front of it, but it wouldn't be wise right now, mostly because there's a bunch of enemies in there that are super tough. Wow. Stay away from the guy shooting the bow. I'm actually super close to death here, so I'm going to run. There's no shame in running. Gotta live to fight another day. It wasn't the smartest place to Estes. He's down for the count. And we got one more guy. All right, now we can... We could go down there, which would be the smart thing. But I'm not a smart man. We're going to go fight this big guy right here. Yo, what up? We're going to get out of here because there's a chandler up there. A chandler. A channeler. Chandler. That's funny. We're going to let him come to us. Now that I've cleared out this area, it's a good little area to fight. This guy you got to be careful about because you pretty much can't take any of his hits. Especially with what I got going on here. As you can see, my weapon's not doing that much damage against him, but it should do a big chunk of damage at a certain point because of bleed. There we go. Yeah, the enemies in the game can Estus, and it feels unfair and is unfair. All right, we got his item. He had a Titanite shard. Very nice. And now we have 5,000 souls. We're going to go to the next bonfire. All right, so we are at the next bonfire here, and since we're still human, I'm only gonna have to use one of these humanity to kindle the bonfire, because normally you gotta use two. You gotta use one to make yourself human and one to kindle it. But since we didn't die, we're good. Okay, again, I haven't really been focusing on leveling up, but that's really not my focus early game, because there's a lot of things you got to spend your money on. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use these souls here, because we're going to want to level up our Uchi-Katana as much as we possibly can. You can get a lot of, there's a lot of ways to increase your ability to kill things, but this would probably be the most reliable way. All right, so that one guy we killed gave us a bit of an upgrade, but we're gonna need more stuff. The Titanite is actually really expensive. Just bought 6 of them. Doesn't cost that much to actually upgrade your stuff though. Katana plus 4, that's really good. And now we only have Uchi-Katana plus 5 left, and we should be able to do that after the next boss. But at the moment, I have to use the bathroom, so I will be right back after these messages. And by messages, I mean absolutely nothing. One sec. Oh, we're back, baby. That's right. 48 minutes into the stream. We're going to try to go for 3 hours today. Why are we going for 3 hours, you might ask? 1, don't have much better else to do today. And 2, this stream is actually... It's inspired by another streamer, obviously. Might be wondering why I called it the Brainiac Live Super Show. It's inspired by the Northern Lion Live Super Show, a show that is now dead. It's been dead for like 10 months, which is upsetting because like I went to the NLSS page and I started watching it again from like the very beginning, mostly because like that was a really big period in my life. Really enjoyed that show, and it started with a Dark Souls playthrough. Now, it was the original version of the game, but I didn't want to have to play through that, because once you go remastered, it's hard to go back. I was so sad when it ended. And it sucks, because, like, it seems like most shows, they don't... A lot of internet shows, mostly because, like, again, like, it's a very unprofessional thing. Again, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just harping on these people, but like, nobody ever like has like a, okay, now the show's over, we're doing a final episode of just like goodbye and like thank you for everybody, thanks for all the support over all the years and all this stuff. But no, we don't get any of that. He's dead. Down for the count. This area can be tricky. Again, Again, if you don't know better, you're just going to walk through that door and then try to, like, take on that Chandler guy, and you are just going to be dead. And this is another reason why I like having the Uchi. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't want to have this be the first death of the stream. Something that's supposed to be kind of easy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ugh. They do so much damage. Probably because they're all buffed by that Chandler. I gotta decide what I'm gonna call him. Oh no. Yep, these guys are doing ridiculous amounts of damage right now. Feel like a real jerk trying to even go up against him. I'm really glad I haven't been invaded yet. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood to knock on. I believe in this game, the only thing that really matters for invasions is your soul is matching with another person's soul level. And my soul level is so low that I really hope that no invaders would be able to invade me. We're going to go this way. And we're going to use that mystery key that we got earlier. The mystery keys, I would say, if you're rushing through the game, which, like, the first time you're playing through, I would imagine you would be, is really easy to miss. Going up here. And this guy is, he's, like, trapped in this cell here.
Oh, still human, are you?
This is Lautrec.
I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
So yeah, I'm gonna open this. Although I shouldn't, because this guy is a total piece of garbage. But we're not gonna fight him. Mostly because I haven't died yet, and I don't want to die in a really dumb way. If you leave that guy alive for too long, he will make your game a lot more annoying to play. That's for sure. But if you kill him at the right time, you can get some really good benefits out of it. So, it's worth it. I never like leaving him alone, because I think he eventually gets out of that cell and will eventually mess up your game if you're not paying attention. So, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Okay, so we're human, which means we can summon Solaire of Astora here. And I do have my gold pine resin, which I do think I will apply once I get through this. I can get through here without having to summon this guy. Maybe it means that I'm just being a wuss about it, but I don't feel that I'm being a wuss about it. It's nice that in the cutscenes you can see exactly what your character's wearing. It allows for some really ridiculous moments. Which I love. These are the Guardians of the Bells. Or this one bell. And by these, I mean this one guy. Because there's not going to be a second stage to the fight where there's another guy, because that would just be ridiculous, right? So, I wasn't even trying to do that, but that is something you can do. He's already dead because we had the, again, an upgraded lightning Uchi-Katana. Or no, it's not a lightning Uchi-Katana, it's just a regular Uchi-Katana with lightning properties, I don't know. So yeah, you can see that we're just doing a ton of damage. That's why the gold pine resin early on is so helpful. Again, this is another boss that took me forever to beat. Especially by yourself, it sucks. We almost certainly didn't need Solaire there. But whatever, we destroyed him. We're going to the next boss. I'm just trying to, like, see if I can actually do it, you know? See how far I can get into the game. And you know what? I haven't died yet, which is nice. I wonder when I'll break that. I wonder which boss will break that. trying to decide what type of magic I'm going to use. Because I definitely, like, I love using magic. Everyone loves using magic. And, like, I'm playing a swordsman character, so I definitely want ways to upgrade my my sword ability. All right, so we rang that first bell, which means we are 50% of the way to getting to the next area. Come on, Dark Souls is supposed to be hard. No. It's really easy if you know, like, the, if you played the game a bunch and, like, you know all the ways to just destroy the game. So we see this guy. He's appeared now that that's destroyed. This is a really valuable NPC because, one, if you make an NPC angry, like if you attack the wrong NPC and you want to just completely go back on that, you can request absolution from this guy and the NPCs won't be aggro towards you anymore. So if you accidentally hit, say, like Andre of a Store or something, then you can go through this guy and it's okay. So what do we want to buy from this guy? He actually does have some really good stuff here. The thing that I like, it would be nice to be able to buy a poison bite ring, but it's way too expensive. We're going to want to buy one purging stone. Purging stones will come into play later. I really don't want to have to backtrack if I do get cursed in the game. But I'm only going to buy one. And the next thing I'm going to want to buy is as many of these as I don't know. Cause like, you know what? I kind of got to decide whether I want to go with a fully upgraded Uchi-Katana in the next area, or if I want to go with as many homeward bones as possible. I'm going to go with as many homeward bones as possible. It's a pretty good item. Essentially, it just lets you teleport back to the last bonfire you're rested at, which can be really useful. And then I'm going to buy even more of them. So now I have like 20 uses of that spell, and I'm going to use it right now. Should I? Should I? Yeah, because I'm not going to be upgrading from that, I'm not going to be upgrading anything from the blacksmith right now because I spent all of my souls. That's how I like to spend the souls, mostly because, like, that guy gives you some really good benefits. I'm not going to use it right now. Especially because I've already cleared out this area. And there is a, there's a shortcut I want to open up as well. The area in this Dark Souls game, much like a lot of the Dark Souls games, but like I don't think any of the other Dark Souls games did it quite as well as the first one did. The game really loops around on itself. So you might think we're really far away from where we started, but you might be wrong. If you jump down from this early on, you can go over there, and that's how you get back to the Asylum if you want to go back there. I was really split between just learning the homeward spell from this guy, or if I was going to just take the homeward bones and just use them. I'm just going to use them. Why not? All right, so what do we want to do here? So the next area we're going to have to go to is the lower Undead Burg. I think the fastest way is probably up this way. Just going back the normal way, and because we're going to need to get to a certain area. As you can see, you know, we're not hurting too much from the fact that we don't have a fully upgraded for what we can do right now. But we don't have a fully upgraded Uchi-Katana, but it's taken out everyone in pretty much one slash, which is nice. You can definitely see the difference from when we came through here earlier with the scimitar. Surprised I even was able to block that guy. Gonna try to get through here as quickly as possible without dying, because, you know, we haven't died at all on the stream yet today. Which I would say is pretty positive. Stab this guy. Stab this guy. Slash this guy. Okay, we're at the area we're supposed to be at. Do I have enough strength to use that Night Shield? Because we're actually gonna need it. There are two very difficult NPCs that I kind of want to destroy in this part of the game. Although there's really no need to destroy one of them. Also, I don't think I can, because I don't have the Master Key. So I was thinking about destroying Havel and getting Havel's ring, which is an incredibly good ring, because it lets you wear like heavier armor without having the stats for it. Guy's dead. That guy's dead. I don't like the looks of the Night Shield, but it's definitely very useful. All right, to make this more interesting, we will fight the one guy that we can actually fight down here. I didn't want to fight him the first time. I've mentioned him. Mostly, again, just because I didn't have a good enough shield. If I was playing a character with a better shield, I would have probably went and fought him when we were first down here. In the early game of Dark Souls, there's definitely a bit of backtracking. So we didn't go down here, and there is this horrifying looking enemy. And that's not going to be good. That's how the first death of the game is going to happen. Great. Excellent. We're an hour in and we finally died. That was a really dumb death. Really dumb. Oh. Jump, no down. Down, boy. Oh, back it up. Yo. What up, first viewer in the chat, Alone Note 14? What's going on? I died stupidly there. Mostly, like, again, I didn't even realize that guy was behind me. Which sucks, because that's, like, the first death of the stream so far, and it wasn't even to a boss. And it wasn't even to that guy properly, I feel. Thanks for complimenting my beard. I appreciate it. It's pretty resplendent. Thinking about shaving it. Not because I don't like it, but because I have a job where I have to go talk to, like, managers a lot, and I don't know if they like the beard so much. But who cares about them, right? Just keep it for my my loyal Twitch people. All right, he's dead. We're gonna try to take out this guy again. And hopefully destroy anybody who's trying to, like, wreck our day. All right, anybody following me? You look a little sus over here. Yo, it's Cameron. What up, Cameron? All right, I gotta destroy this guy down here. All right, there's nobody coming after me. This is where the guy came from. This is where he came from. Should have destroyed him. All right, take two. Let's go. I'm a zombie now. All right, let's fight him somewhere where we have a little bit more room to fight him. So I have a little bit of experience fighting these guys. In Dark Souls 3, this enemy is in the game, and I like to farm. I really like to farm their outfit set, because I think it has. I think this guy has the coolest armor in the game, in my opinion. Tough, but not so tough. Sometimes you can get a Black Knight sword from him, and sometimes I like to actually just play the game with the Black Knight sword if you get it super early on. It's a fun little alternative to the Drake sword. Alright, now that we got that, I got the blue tier stone ring, and I'm gonna equip it. As you can see, I already have my old witch's ring. This boosts defense while your HP is low, so it can be really handy in certain situations. I don't like to count on it. If I went through that door, I'd probably get my ass handed to me by Havel, but I can't even go through that door because I don't have the master key. And now you have to backtrack. I feel like a lot of people when they first played the game probably were lost for a while trying to figure out where to go after you defeat the Undead Parish. Because it doesn't really say, like, hey, go back to right after you defeated the first boss. Who would think of this area? Because it's not because you see this door, you can't open it, and you probably forget about it. And it's not like there's, like, a little sign pointing downwards that you know that it's going to the other area. Most important thing is going to be to open this little area back here. And we will go through Undead Burg. Right after these messages, because I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I know I just had to use it, but, you know, drinking a lot of water today. I'm back. I'm back again. Let's do this. All right, so we're in a lower Undead Burg now. You can lure these guys into the fire. This is an area a lot of people hate because it's annoying, and I can see why. So this is yet another reason why it's important to buy the residence key from this guy, from that other guy, especially if you want to kill him, because there'd be no other way to open this, and you couldn't save this gentleman. This is Vinheim. I'm skipping through all of his text. He is the sorcery teacher. Probably going to be pretty important for this next area that we're going to be doing. As a because we started out as a wanderer, and the wanderer has 11 intelligence, which means that you can use one of his spells. I also have enough attunement ability to use at least one spell, which is nice. Twin Humanities. Can't do anything over here. Part of me wants to go the cleric route and get that. I'm thinking about it just because, like, it would be cool to get a lightning weapon later on in the game. It would also be cool to just run it as a swordsman. Walking through. Oh no. Oh no. I like to run back. Mostly because these guys are trying to get a tactical advantage on you. But, you know, if you just run, what are they going to do? And these guys will try to get behind you and do backstabs and parries and all that kind of stuff. So it's easier to just kill them. That is not the first time you will be blindsided, though. Here you go. Happened again. We'll make short work of these guys with the Uchikatana. Oh no, oh no. Second death. Second death. That blue ring is actually helping us out here. Guy you gotta be most worried about is the dog. Alright, so coming up, probably... This person's probably well regarded to be one of the most difficult bosses in the early game. I was gonna say, I have a feeling... Oh no. Oh no. My controller has disconnected. I'm playing with mouse and keyboard right now, which is horrible because I don't know how to use the S's on that. All right. All right. My controller's going crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Let's I hate that I still have to use batteries, by the way. That sucks. What is this, like the early 2000s? So I'm really scared that the my controller is going to disconnect while I'm going up against this guy. Probably going to have to take a short break to get some refreshments and to probably change the batteries out on this controller. All right, so I'm just going to go in against this guy. I could open up the shortcut, but I wanted to be ballsy in this. And that's what you get for being ballsy. I could have opened up the shortcut. Wouldn't have had to go through nearly as much BS. But you know what? I had to try. I had to try to do something ballsy. But now that we've opened up that other shortcut, I'm trying again. I'm just going to run to the boss. I feel so dumb. Because, like, again, I was really trying to avoid that first attack. So the Taurus demon is... now, I've said this, but let me reiterate it. The Taurus demon is probably the most difficult boss in the early game. And it's funny, because he's not even really... He's not even a boss later in the game. Like, he's actually just a regular enemy from late game that they turned into a boss. You could call that lazy. I wouldn't. All right, we're going to go through here. So he's going to try to swing. The strat that I like here, the golden strat to beat Taurus Demon is to get those dogs up on that staircase and kill them, because the dogs are the most difficult part of this. He's got his hellhounds with him. But now that he's by himself, we shouldn't be doing too horribly against him. Thankfully, I have the Knight Shield, so I'm very, very secure against his attacks. Glad I went and picked that up. It was worth the Black Firebomb to take that. I can't even think that Balder out. Again, he's not too difficult. You're gonna want to avoid any of his two-handed attacks if you can. He also has kind of like a weird way that he attacks, so it's kind of easy to duck underneath of his attacks. Very lucky that attack staggered him. Oh, we finally got the bleed off on him. Again, there's like different ways to play the game, because if I was going with a strength character, each time I attacked him, I would be doing huge chunks of damage. But I'd much rather have a weapon that's a little faster. But again, everyone has different preferences. All right, he's pretty much down for the count. Sweet, we didn't even have to open up the other area. But now we have another difficult challenge to face. Although it doesn't look like those guys can get through. And I got black fire bombs. This is a great time to use it. Get out of here, nerds. Get out of here. Yeah. Try being a ninja against that. Gonna use my Estus. Footloose and fancy free because we don't have any more bosses to beat on this life, thankfully. He's dead. He's dead. Believe there is something valuable here. So now that we've defeated that guy, we can open up to the depths. Just trying to think of like what we should be doing. Before we go down to the depths, although there is a guy, nah, we're gonna go back up here. This is a shortcut back up to Firelink Shrine. We're gonna be coming back. Don't you worry a hair on your pretty little head. We're coming back.
Then why won't I need you, please?
This item. All right, what are we gonna buy from her? There are some. So much like I bought the Homeward Bones, I'm gonna buy 5 of these. It's a spell I really enjoy. These would be very useful, but again, there is some other stuff that I'd like to purchase. I think we should have enough souls to be able to upgrade our Uchikatana to +5. We're going to be going to an area that is a little bit more difficult, as all of these areas have been progressively more and more difficult. Great, great. Gotta use the stab. Forget that my attacks kill these guys in one hit, which is nice. All right. So what I'm gonna want to do. Oh, here's this guy. Yes, I'd like to learn sorcery, but he's not going to give me a catalyst, so I'm going to have to buy one. And I'm also going to have to buy... Fall Control is a really interesting spell. So here's the spells you can buy from the sorcery guy. Here's your, like, classical magic. You can buy a Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, Great Soul Arrow, Fall Control. Fall Control is interesting. It basically flattens your fall damage. I don't even know where that could be useful. I feel like that's more of, like, a PvP thing. Great Heavy Soul Arrow is good. Magic Weapon is good. Oral Decoy and Magic Shield. We're going to choose Magic Weapon.
All right. That'll do it.
And I'm hoping that even with these souls, I'll be able to do something great. I'm going to rest at this bonfire. Again, I have not even leveled up. Let's look at our... Yeah, my character's only level 7 right now, which is like very underleveled, but that's okay. We want to go this way. And what souls do we have to pop? We have 1 soul of a lost undead. I actually don't even know if we're going to have enough souls to be able to do this. So as you can see, this gentleman right here.
Hello there. If not...
Something of Thurland, whatever. They have this girl. I actually don't know too much about the lore behind this. I know that you can find her later in an area that's quite creepy. These guys don't seem like the most friendly bunch, so I'm not going to mess with them. I'm going to see if I can... While this is going, I'm going to see how many... if I got any Titanite. We got 1 Titanite, which is good. We got a Titanite chunk, which is really valuable later on. before I go down to the depths, which is the next area, it's an area that a lot of people hate. I want to make sure that I have my Uchigatana leveled up as much as possible. This guy is absolutely no threat to me at all. I wish I had some better armor. That's definitely true. But I think the chainmail can get you through a lot of the early game. You know, it's a lot... It's definitely a significant amount better than most of the early starting armor. Unless you're like a warrior or a... unless you're a warrior or unless you're a knight. It's pretty much better. Definitely going to want something else because it doesn't look the prettiest. Let's see if you've got any armor. Nope. None. None to speak of. Alright. But you do have these, which is what's important. Gonna buy 4, reinforce, and we got a +5. We have some extra stuff to use. We have some money left over. Let's see if there's any cool weapons here. You know, I don't like the shield that we have that much. I wish I can compare it, but I'm just gonna buy this shield. I'm gonna buy the Catechist Kite shield.
Go get yourself, get nut.
So I'm gonna equip that. See, this has definitely better. The other shield we were using has a lot better stuff on it, but I like the design of this a little bit better. I want to purchase more of these. And then I'm going to want to reinforce my weapon. I'm going to reinforce this shield to be better, as good as possible.
Go get yourself.
If we're going up against really tough enemies, it's going to be nice to have a shield that actually has a little bit of positive attributes to it. And now it's a little bit better than the Knight Shield. Not too much better, but we don't really have the strength to use an amazing shield anyway. Now it's on to the depths. I'm really thankful that we had enough souls to upgrade my Uchigatana to +5. Look how dirty this chainmail is. Also, I really, you know, it's a great feature of the remaster that you can see all this stuff. But yeah, let's clean this guy up. Let's give him some better armor and stuff. Trying to think of like where I could find better armor at this point, but I think like some of the coolest armor you're gonna have to wait for. So, all right, these guys are fine just where they are. Okay, we've been streaming for almost an hour and a half now. I'm going to get us back to the depths, and I'm going to take a short, very brief break. And then we'll be back, and we'll take on the depths. But let's get to the depths first. I'm just going to run past all of these early game enemies. They don't really matter that much. He's dead. I'm not going to announce every single time I kill these enemies. I do like that I do 1, 2, 3 damage. It's very satisfying. I do really enjoy the shortcut. Mostly because, like, my favorite NPC seller is here. She's like pretty much the female counterpart to the guy we killed. And, you know, we can't kill her here, so she's safe for us for now. She probably learned from, she probably heard about what we did to her friend. I mean, they look almost exactly the same. All right, we made it to the door to the depths. I will be back. I got to use the bathroom again. And also, I got to take a refreshment break, so I'll be right back. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, and I'll be back momentarily. How many times can I say we'll be back right before we cut out? Who knows? Welcome back to the drinking slash clattering show, brought to you by Mattel. Not brought to you by Mattel. Hello, everybody. I'm back. We're playing Dark Souls. Just got back after the break. We're an hour and a half in, which means we're halfway through the streaming period for the day, which is exciting. Not that I'm excited to finish, but that I am halfway through, and I'm making decent progress. This area can be tricky, mostly because the fire does so much damage, as you can see. I like what the game does with the enemies, mostly because they bring you the undead right at the beginning, and you kind of see them as like a non-threat, especially compared to the enemies you fight in the Undead Parish. But then you come down here, and there's more undead. Oh, that guy. That guy's out for blood. I really should have shielded against that guy in retrospect. My weapon doesn't even do that much damage to him. Really hoping I can get a nice bleed chance going. Yep, there we go. And now he's dead. So even though the Uchigatana doesn't do like a ton of damage per hit, the nice thing is you can get a lot of hits out. Usually that guy waits over here until you get over here, but I guess he was just really excited that time. Maybe he was just getting impatient because I took such a long break. So this is the item you... Oh, no. Oh, no. Hello. I really should have kindled that bonfire. I didn't. But there will be another bonfire to kindle. I think... I was going to say, this doesn't give you any Estus. In later games, if you saw something like that, you'd be able to get one heal off of it. Hate this area. Absolutely hate it. Do we have any throwing knives? We've got no knives. That sucks. All right, and I did not take Soul Arrow either with me. It would have been useful. I might end up equipping Soul Arrow just because I will have enough. But I don't have it. Oh no. And I'm not going back. Once you've gone this far, you can't go back to Firelink Shrine. Okay? Alright, unless I get sent there through the shadow dimension. Okay, you need to come up here so I can attack you. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? Any area that you gotta walk in this much water in? Any area that you have to walk with that much water. Oh, and you can't even swing normally. My super great ring that I said would be useless is activated now. And we're just gonna do the same thing that we did last time. Bam, he's dead. I don't care as long as it works. We got 5 S's left, which is a little dangerous. If you like pyromancy, this is where you get it. Just break open this guy's thing. Just you can roll. You don't have to swipe at him. If you swipe at him too much, you know where to ask for absolution. That one guy up at the Undead Parish. You know the guy I'm talking about. I was going to say we're almost to the next bonfire, but because we didn't take the master key, we are messed up again. Oh, no. I was trying to just, like, activate him and get out of the way. I really hope this thing doesn't kill us, and it did. It killed us. We're dead. We died to a muck. Wow. That sucks. That really does suck. So dumb, because I knew he was there, and I was trying to activate him without having him fall on me, but I was just playing stupidly there. Let's get back. I'm just gonna run past all these guys. They don't really give enough souls for me to really care that much. That really sucks. One, 2, 3 damage. The best amount of damage. And we're gonna go through. What are we looking for in the depths? There's a lot of really good goodies in the depths. And I've seen like a lot of Let's Players skip the depths because if you start with the Master Key, you actually can pretty much completely skip the depths if you want to because you can enter in through the back way and just get everything you need. Again, it'd be a cool strat, but I'm not Let's Playing Dark Souls to skip half the game. I think using the word Let's Play is probably... it's like an old term now. People don't do those anymore. Well, some people do them, but, you know. It's very rare. When I like went to school and stuff, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a Let's Player. Yeah, that's that. Back in the day when Let's Plays were, like, huge. mostly it seems like a lot of gaming content has really fallen off. Or maybe, you know what? I feel like the gaming content probably hasn't fallen off. It's probably just fallen off for me because like I don't have anybody in terms of like gaming news or gaming content in general that I'm like super into. Because of that, I feel like I've been out of the loop on video games, really. Like, I still buy them. I still try to keep my eye open for games that are coming out, but it's just so hard. I recently, and I don't even want to mention this because I feel bad because it's me not having very many principles, but I broke and bought Diablo 2, the remastered edition. Mostly because I've always wanted to play it. Diablo 2 is... it's one of those games that's super famous. And a lot of other games are based off of that, and I didn't even realize, because I'd never played Diablo. Like, having diarrhea of the mouth right now. No, I hadn't played it, but I had played a lot of other games that were inspired by it, because like a lot of games really tried to copy Diablo 2. Okay, this guy's coming after me. Hopefully this goes a lot better. I will not try to get that, because like I think the thing that killed me earlier was a muck, and the only thing it was defending was some souls, and I really don't. It was dumb. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Anyway, I broke and bought Diablo 2, but I really didn't want to, mostly because Blizzard has not made... Blizzard is in my bad books right now. You know, I don't usually like to just base, like, the games that I play on, like, how the publishers and developers act in the real world, because I'm just like, oh, just get a life, who cares? Oh yeah, there's a butcher that I didn't defeat last time. Let's get him. This guy's like really strong looking. That's what happens when you're just chopping up meat all day. Great, great, great. Any enemy can kill you really quickly, as we saw with that muck thing. I was gonna say, I don't even know how much health he's got left. We're in a better position than we were last time we were down here because we have more Estus. All right, so this is where I died last time. I think even getting my souls back, I might accidentally trigger that guy. So this next area, there's essentially just a bunch of those mucks on the ceiling. But they fall a lot quicker. Or a lot less discreetly than that other guy fell. There is a there's a bonfire behind that door. But we can't access it right now. So this is the depths. I would say now we're in the depths properly. Don't even need this weapon. The Great Axe. It's a really cool weapon. I've never used it, like, seriously. But some of the weapons in Dark Souls are pretty crazy looking. I'll give you guys, like, I want to give you guys a look at it. And you know what? I'll give you guys a look at the Gargoyle Tail Axe that we got recently as well. Again, this is not the type of weapon that I use. This is an interesting weapon, mostly because, like, you can see that it, like, it's kind of, like, sentient in that, like, it, like, curls and stuff when you go to attack it. So this is cool, but the Great Axe is also very cool. If you want to use something like this, you got to have like inhuman strength, which you can spec to have, but it's not the type of character I'm building here. Let's get the Uchigatana +5 out. This is a jump scare just waiting to happen. Nothing's like going through this game for the first time, though. And if you haven't played the game, I highly recommend giving it a try. I don't think anything will be able to recreate the magic that players got when they played Dark Souls for the first time, and there was no content about it. I was gonna say, I really hope I don't get hurt here. I don't want to die too many times in the depths, mostly because like I want to get out of this area as soon as I possibly can. It's a big angry rat. Oh, sewer chamber key. And you know what? You know what? I'm going to go up and I'm going to use that sewer chamber key. I'm really hoping that the sewer chamber key is what I'm thinking it is. Gotta go through this door. So many of the little tunnels are blocked off. It's hard to tell where you're actually supposed to go. Sweet. So this gives us a nice little checkpoint. And I have 3 humanity. So I'm gonna reverse hollowing, even though it probably means I'm gonna get invaded at least by an NPC while I'm in here. Maybe by another character, by another player character. I'm gonna kindle this bonfire so I get 10 Estises. I'm gonna need them. Especially because this character's not spec'd out to heal at all other than the Estus that you initially get. I've played with like all sorts of magic. I really do like having the heal spells. I may end up speccing my character to have some faith and to do well with that. The problem with faith is that there's not that many spells that you can use, especially early on in the game, and not like a ton of offensive spells either. I really should have attuned my my magic weapon. I'll do it later. Pretty sure a magic weapon does like it only adds like a negligible amount of stuff. Oh, here's a fog wall. Do I want to go through that fog wall is the question. I don't think I do. Okay. So here's a tricky jump. Got to jump right over that. Oh, I guess you can just walk over it. Circa, I don't know why I'm saying circa. Reminds me of the Angry Video Game Nerd a little bit, though. So, yeah. Remember that big angry, the big angry rat? We can defeat the big angry rat. I don't want to get too ahead of myself because the big angry rat does a ton of damage. Look at his eyes. This is one messed up looking monster. Well, looks like we're both on the edge of glory right now. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. I died to the rat. The nice thing is though, I don't have to start all the way back at the bonfire at Firelink. At least we can start here. All right, let's run back to where we were. But yeah, no, I was talking about Diablo 2 and why I like regretted buying it. Obviously, like I hadn't played it before. I bought the remastered version, and the first thing I noticed was the game didn't look. It didn't look like what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. The game very much looks like a computer game from the past. But after I got finished with that, like the gameplay was very interesting because it really reminded me of Dark Souls a lot. Or I guess Dark Souls reminded me of that game. We're gonna get our revenge. Well, there's some poop in the way. So if you're going up against these poops, they're not they're really good against physical strikes. So you kind of have to have a little bit of magic on your weapon to be able to take them out quickly. No! Oh, that's such a noob trap that I fell into. Oh, well, whatever. I guess we're just gonna have to fight the rest of this mission properly. These guys will curse you, and that's why we bought That's why we bought the can't even remember what the purging stones. That's why we got one of them. If these guys crystallize you, you pretty much have half health until you use one of those purging stones, and you can't get them easily in this part of the game. So hopefully you bought some earlier on. The charcoal pine resins are awesome, mostly because I really like the effect of having your weapon on fire. That looks pretty cool, and you can buy them on an unlimited basis from that one item seller. Potion seller. I require greatest potions. Oh no, oh no, oh no. That would have been horrible. Nope. Yeah, I guess I just can't. I think I'm not trying the right button to jump. This was actually what I was looking for. Also something I completely forgot. I can't leave this area until a certain point, because I have to go back to Firelink Shrine and kill Lautrec. All right, well, I got that. Oh, you can see that this person right here and this person down here, they're cursed. So this is what happens to you if that little meter, when they're using their little fog attack, gets too high. This is what you turn into, and it's not fun. I'm going to use my... I'm going to use my item that I bought. Because we cannot continue until we kill Lautrec, or else we won't be able to go back to the Firelink Shrine. I do want to try to kill that big rat before we go, though. I think that's going to be really important. Can't remember exactly what you get from killing that that big old rat, but I want it, whatever it is. We're going to go this way. We're just going to ignore the rats. All right, I think I know the right... Yep, all right. Jumping is changes between the games, and I was most recently playing Dark Souls 3, and you get your own dedicated jump button in that one. All right, we're going to do this flaming up again. Although I think I went down the more difficult path. Also, now that we have the Ring of the Evil Eye, I didn't even mention what it did. It gives you a little bit of HP after you kill each guy. Okay, we jumped over that successfully, and now we can try to take on this guy again. Get our souls back. We actually had a decent amount of souls, so it's good that we got him back. I gotta be really careful against this guy. He attacks really quickly. But he's dead. Should he use the fire, like, immediately? Soul of a large nameless soldier. I wonder... There must not be anything else. I thought that you'd get something else, or you'd open up a shortcut, but I guess that's not true. I'm going to open up the shortcut to the bonfire, and then I'm going to go back and kill Lautrec, but do not let me forget about going back and killing Lautrec, because that's going to... If I don't do that, it's going to be a nightmare. Oh, some medium-sized rats. Excellent. So the shortcut is right here. I do want to check on this guy over here to see if there's anything I can buy that I want to buy. What do I want to do? What, like, do I want to invest my my stuff in some armor that looks good? You can buy gold pine resin from him, but he only has one, I believe. Yeah, I can't even buy any of his armor. I wanted to get the armor of the Glorious, but I can't afford it. Crystal Shield is also would also be valuable. Although the problem with the crystal weapons, they're so much stronger than any of the other weapons that you would normally use up to this point. The only problem with them is that they break. Part of me really wants to try out the Crystal Straight Sword just because I've never used a weapon like that against the boss. I'm going to hold off.
Well, that is a shame, but no matter. No.
I'm going to open up the shortcut. And you know what? I'm going to go... I know that I'd said that I'd go fight Lautrec, but I want to try to defeat the boss of this area and then go down. The only... Lautrec will only kill the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, which is horrible, because if he kills the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, you can't teleport there anymore later on in the game, and also it's just... It's annoying. You can't upgrade your Estus flasks there. But we should be able to kill the enemy down here. And this is... So when I was first playing the game, this is like my favorite character, or my favorite boss in terms of appearance. Also, there's a Chandler up here. Oh, and I didn't kill him. So the boss is going to be trickier. You know what? You know what? I know when I'm beat. And I didn't kill... There is a magic user that will just snipe at us while we're doing the boss fight, and I don't want the boss fight to be any harder than it needs to be. So I'm just gonna leave. I've made up my mind. The nice thing is we opened up that shortcut though, so we'll be able to go back very quickly. Although we will need to kill the Chandler before we do that, and we gotta make sure that all is good. We gotta leave the depths now. Leaving the depths is almost more annoying than entering the depths. And it sucks that we're going to have to go back out and back in, but it's my fault for forgetting about Lautrec. I'm just running. Just running. Sometimes running is a good strat in Dark Souls, especially if like you're just trying to like backtrack. The enemies can chase after you. It gives you a reason to move a lot faster. We'll be back at Firelink in absolutely no time. Now this is why in Dark Souls 3 you can't backtrack. Well, you can if you want, but it's not advisable. Especially when you can just teleport between each bonfire. And they like added that in Dark Souls 2. I do like the element of the game where you have to like go from place to place. Mostly because it makes the game feel a lot bigger. It is nice that you get the ability to teleport later. I wish like the games kind of like stuck with that. So that, like, in the early game, you do have to backtrack, but in the later games, you don't. Okay, so we're back. Now, the question is, do I kill Lautrec right now
Did you see the three young
without
headed for the castle?
sitting at the bonfire? Because I could save myself a lot of time.
Oh, hello. Well,
I'm going to buy myself a soul arrow. Yeah, I could save myself a lot of time by just from having to not like, because like if I don't use that bonfire, I'm not gonna have to walk back. So I'm just gonna do this, whatever.
What have we here? You leave me in no choice.
All right, he fell off the edge. He fell off the edge. I'll be right back after a short break. Sorry, I've had to use the bathroom so much. We're back. Oh, you know what? I didn't take the overlay down. What up? We're back. You can see my face. So you know things are going to be good. All right. What's next? Okay, so the next thing I would say... Oh, you know what? We killed Lautrec by pushing him off the edge. He is not placed in the best area. You know what? If you're having a hard time killing Lautrec, you might think he's put in a really great area. But I was able to just push him off the ledge. So that guy is usually actually a pretty difficult fight. Also, if you push him off the ledge and want to get his item, just reload into the game and it will be right where he was originally. You get the Ring of Favor and Protection, which I'm actually going to put on my first finger. If you take this ring off, it like dies, but it gives you more HP, more endurance, and I think more attack. So it's a pretty valuable ring. I'm not going to be staying there. What I want to do is I want to use my Homeward Bone. We only have a limited amount of these Homeward Bones, but I don't think I'm going to be going through all of them. And we'll be back in the Undead Parish at some point. So now I think it's the right time to attune our magic. I want to level up just a little bit. I want to level up my attunement so that I can have +2. And then what else would we want to level up? I think my endurance really needs to go up so I can do more attacks, but I also think I need more HP. So let's level up both of them as much as we can. So now we're at level 15. Yeah, so our vitality and endurance are up. We're also going to want to get our dexterity up as well to increase our overall damage, but I want to increase our survivability first. All right, I remember myself opening up that short. Yeah, okay, good. That guy down who is like the item seller, we can find him in another area. I think once we talk to him enough. Hello, Mr. Rat. Oh, excellent, excellent. That's like the worst thing he could have done. Do I have anything? No, I do not. All right, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with my HP going down. As you can see, this is poison. It's horrible. And he gives me nothing to help. Anyway, I want to get his Armor of the Glorious and the, you know, all of his stuff. All of his stuff looks good. All right, he's just going to be a weirdo. I also like his helmet, mostly because you get glasses with them. So you can kind of see there. Yeah, you can see he's got glasses. Ugh. I'm teleporting back to the bonfire because I really don't want to go into the next boss with poison. Also, I forgot that I have to kill that Chandler. I don't even know how I want to say it. So to do that, I just got to go down here. I'm probably going to have to use another Homeward Bone after I'm done. But we didn't go through the depths the normal way. Because normally you go through here, destroy the Chandler. Hello. I still haven't equipped any spells yet. I'm an absolute fool. Absolute fool. I was thinking about using a soul arrow or something, but I guess that's just not going to work. That guy scared me a little bit. His attacks are pretty weak. And he's pretty weak himself, too. That's nice. We're going to kill these rats, even though we kind of don't have to. I could have just warped away. All right, these guys are dead. I'm going to put my Homeward Bone in my usable items slot because I'm going to use it a lot. Homeward is probably one of the spells I use the most. So Homeward Bone, of course, is going to be one of the items I use the most when I don't have the Homeward spell usable. So you have to attune your magic at these and level up. All right, we're going to level up. I'm going to level up my dexterity to 16. Give my Uchikatana a little bit more, a little bit better use. Okay, we're going to use the Sorcerer's Catalyst. So now we actually have another weapon. Here's what the Sorcerers start with. Done some pretty good, I've done some pretty good playthroughs with a Sorcerer build. And we're going to want to go down here, use the shortcut, and then we'll be at the boss of the depths. We're 2 hours in. What's my goal for the end of the 3 hours? Getting to Quelaag would be nice. Beating Quelaag would be better. Not this time, Rat. Not this time. Not this time. In this game, you get limited uses of your spells. They're limited to a preset number. So as you can see, now I only have 25 soul arrows. I think that was the reason I didn't really like, when I first started playing the game, I didn't really like using the sorcerer's abilities, mostly because I was like, oh, you're limited. That sucks. You can't use it as much as you want. But it's actually... I like the way it's balanced in the early one. The Dark Souls 2 has the same type of magic system, but Dark Souls 3 has, like, they overhauled it. All right, we're going in. And, you know, magic weapon would be good, but I think gold pine resin is going to be better against this particular enemy. Now, this is, I would say, my favorite boss in the early game. When I was first playing this game, it was my favorite design boss of the whole game. It's the first dragon we fight. And this guy's pretty cool. The Gaping Dragon. Phrasing there. Okay. So we're going to equip this, mostly because he's an undead dragon. Dragons are, they're weak to lightning. Defeating this guy is actually pretty easy. I say that, probably meaning I'm gonna die. I've been doing really good against the bosses. So far, no deaths against bosses. Just against stupid enemies. But I would say the difficulty from Dark Souls really does come a lot from the enemies. This guy's moves are pretty easy to remember. When he does this, it means he's gonna rush forward, so get out of the way. Oh, I guess he's not gonna rush forward. He's gonna make a liar out of me. Hopefully this time he rushes forward. Alright, now I'm gonna use my magic weapon. The spell that, it was so good that I forgot to use it. Get out of the way. He never uses that spell. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think we're going to be okay. See how, like, little our Uchikatana is doing now? I feel like magic's not super good against... Oh no, he picked me up. I really didn't see that one coming. I did not see that coming at all. Is there any way I can survive this? Absolutely not. I'm dead. I'm just straight up dead. Wow. And I said it was going to be easy. I said it was going to be easy. I lied. that was a little bit more difficult than I gave it credit for. All right, let's try it again. We can do this. I believe in us. And thankfully, now that we have everything opened up, we can just run right back to the boss. Not having this little area unlocked is so annoying. It's really annoying to have to run through the entire depths just to get down here. The nice thing is now that we've gone up and we've killed Lautrec, after we're done, we're not going to have to go back down to the... We're not going to have to go back down or back up to the Firelink Shrine before we go down to the next area. Glad I took care of that. Equip my shield. Skip this, and let's fight this guy. So generally, he uses that attack and then charges forward. So I like to switch to this weapon. Our first boss we've died against. I feel like it was a bit of a fluke, but you know, I'm not just gonna blame it on that. And I really want to bleed. Come on. Something I do has to work. We did take down 2 of his health bars. My shield just straight up not work there. I think I'm over counting on my shield. They should have taken Great Magic Shield now that I think about it. Because this Great Magic weapon's not working that well for me. When he jumps up, obviously get out of the way. I gotta be careful, especially of his grab. He's definitely utilizing the fact that I haven't really upgraded my health all that much. He's gonna grab. He's gonna grab. I knew he was gonna grab. I have slightly more health, but I don't think I can tank it. Oh, maybe I can't. Nope. No, absolutely not. Wow. Died the same way twice. I think at parts like this, it's easy to get flustered. It's easy to get flustered. This is what I always worried about in Dark Souls, is that like, oh, just going back to the boss over and over and over again and continuously losing. I think that's what like makes me not want to do it, or made me not want to do it. But now I'm just like, I'm just gonna embrace the suck. Who cares? Doesn't matter how many thousands of hours you have in this game. If you're recording it, you're gonna suck. You're just gonna suck. Also, I think it's easy for people who play this game to like make their accomplishments not seem as good. Because again, if I had lost on any of the early game enemies, I'd feel like bad. But like when I first beat those early game enemies for the first time, I felt amazing. I was like, man, I'm the best at video games. You know, this game feels great. Beating each of the bosses in the game feels really great for the first time. I'm going to play a little bit more cautiously, I've decided. We're going to go for long fights, not quick fights. I didn't even realize my health was going down there. I got to increase my play. Got to get better. I gotta watch him because, like, I've so rarely get grabbed by him when I'm normally playing. I swear I had my shield up. Oh well, at least we got a little bit better armor. Let's equip it real quick. No. What's nice is that he actually breaks the area of the game. He blocked me from using my Estus. What a pro strat. Clearly my dodging's better than my blocking, but not much better. Also should have upgraded my Estus. That's very true. It's very true. This guy should be charging forward, except he's not. I wonder if they changed him for the remaster. Because he's a lot harder than I remember. I remember him kind of being a joke, honestly. Finally, he's crawling forward. That's the attack that I've been kind of planning on going up against, but he hasn't been doing as much. If I get too far away from him, I can't aim at him. Excellent, excellent. I really wanted to get attacked by that. Come on, bleed anytime. Bleed anytime soon would be nice. When he's just up and walking around, I've decided I'm not going to attack him literally at all. I'm only going to wait for him to make himself vulnerable. He looks like he's going to spit out some diarrhea. Yep. He's got a big spread on that diarrhea cannon. Alright. It feels like a trap. It feels like a trap. Let's get out of here. Oh, he's gonna poop everywhere. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of the poop radius. Well, I feel a lot better about this boss fight, even though I don't have that much Estus left. No! No, it's gonna drain my health. And I need my Estus. Alright, well, it looks like, you know, I have full health, which is nice. I'm gonna equip, See, I'm sounding nervous. It's because I am nervous. I'm gonna equip my humanities. Just run. Just run. Yep, he's gonna be... Oh, I thought he was spreading poop everywhere, but I guess he's not. I'm a little scared of... I'm a little poop shy. Oh, no! He didn't even... There was no... There was just absolutely no warning. There was no warning. Did anyone see warning? Because I saw no warning on that one. I wanted to be good at video games today. I really wanted to be good. But I'm bad. I'm super bad. What can we do to make this easier for ourselves? One, more health. Being able to actually like take a hit from him would be nice, right on the chin. Sucking at Darksouls. I've died to this boss that's like super early game. Should be easy, but it's just not. You know what? I'm hoping it's not even better. Hard leather gauntlets are one better. But hard leather boots are not better at all. Get out of here. Get out of here. No one asked for you. Nobody asked for you. All right. We have 10 Estuses. We need to play a lot differently. I thought my character would be able to just absolutely destroy, but we're doing like no damage at all. And that's not good. Okay. Let's try again. We have 45 minutes left of the stream. I was hoping we'd be able to get at least down to the depths. Not the depths. We're in the depths. We're fighting the boss at the depths right now. I was hoping we'd be able to get down to the domain of Quelaag. But it looks like it might not happen. I really just hope that the next 45 minutes are me not just losing against this guy over and over again. The Black Eye Orb is not a good equip. Probably not a smart move to change it mid-fight, but that's what we did. I've decided now that I have to pretty much watch him at all times. If he's up, I'm not going anywhere near him. That was a clutch dodge. That was a very clutch dodge. Yeah, you'd like me to go near you, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? I don't think so. I've learned my lesson. Grab me once, shame on me. Grab me twice, also shame on me. Grab me 3 times, shame on you, I guess. But you know what? I'm already going against my rule of don't get anywhere close to him. My shield was spammed. Are you gonna run towards me? I hope you are. Come on. There we go. Get out of there. Get out of there. We're doing the best we've ever done against this boss. Now, I would initially, if I was playing a little bit more recklessly, I would go attack him. But now I just wait. I wait for our time to attack. Glad we upgraded our endurance. We got like an extra hit. We got an extra swing out of there. Do a little bit more damage. Staying away from him. Learned my lesson. Come on. Come on. Look how delicious I look over here. There we go. Got a little bit of damage by just being anywhere close to him. I'm running this way. I was really hoping the hard leather outfit would be nicer. Scratch what I said earlier in the video that that the chain armor is not necessarily better than the other armors you can get. Okay, I like to when you have the weapon in both hands, you do more damage with it, which is important when you're doing such tiny chip damage to this gigantic boss. It's a good attack to get some easy damage off on him if you were playing a little bit more ballsy, but I'm not playing that way. Great. Excellent. This is fine. Everything's fine. He's gonna poop everywhere. Gives us a good time to heal. All right, we're down to half of our health, and he's down to much more than half of his. We're doing good. I think the problem was I was getting cocky earlier. Gotta patiently wait for your time to strike. Now let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Doesn't matter how much health he's got left. You gotta play it safe. I don't care if he's almost about to die. I'm staying away from him. Is he going to move? Yes, he is. He will be moving forward into the wall, stupidly. Too bad you can't chop this guy's tail off. There's very little health left. I was really trying to roll out of the way there. Get out of the way. I see him. I see him. He's trying to do it. I don't think so. You're not killing me this time. Not that way. I don't even know if you can shield against that. Is he gonna move forward? Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Looks like we might be able to kill him right now. If not now, then the next time he leaves himself vulnerable. Come on, come on, one more. Yes, he's dead. All right, the first boss to actually give us some trouble we have now taken down. And you know, we got 40 minutes left to go take on Blight Town. And am I gonna take it on right now? No, I'm not. Gonna use my homeward bone. I'm gonna take a little rest at this altar. And by altar, I do mean bonfire. And I'm gonna get us down to the depths. My weapon's at risk. Oh no. That's actually really not good because we're not in a very good area to have our weapon repaired. Although there is a substitute for the weapon that I'm using that would be good. This is why it is never a good idea. We now have the keys to the depths, which is important. I really want the armor of the wise. I'm buying it. Try to stop me. Should we get the boots of the explorer? Strange goblins from the ancient land of Xena, birthplace of the curious dealer Dumnall. The gold bracelets symbolize a vanquisher. Boots of the explorer, strange boots from the ancient land of Xena, birthplace of curious dealer Domhnall. The inlaid silver rings symbolize an explorer. Vanquisher or explorer? We're gonna be exploring, so I'm buying these.
Thank you.
I really like this outfit. We're gonna go. We're gonna put it on, and we're gonna put on the boots of the explorer. And now we actually have a pretty cool outfit to put on. We got like a nice ceremonial dagger there. And we're going to be right back, and we're going to do as much of the depths as possible. I will make you one promise. I won't end the stream until I get to Quelaag's domain. And I might even beat Quelaag, who knows? I'll be right back. And we're back yet again for more Dark Souls. So now we're going down. We've defeated the boss of the depths, and now we're going to the area that probably most people in the game hate, Blighttown. I was going to say Dark Souls, and I was like, well, you know, some people really do hate the entire environment of Dark Souls. That's for true. I'm really glad that I got this armor, mostly because the chain armor wasn't doing much for me in terms of how it looked. Also, it actually has a decent amount of physical protection, which is nice. These guys can sweep you off the ledge if you're not careful. The easiest way to take them out, I would say, is just going for the easy back steps. I was really hoping I'd be able to just kick him off the edge, but clearly my kicks do nothing against this big guy. Glad we were able to make it to Blighttown in not too much time. It's 2.5 hours into the stream. We're in Blighttown, not too bad. My goal was by 3 hours I wanted to make it down to the bottom of Blighttown. I don't know if it's going to be possible. There's no boss in Blighttown, which is nice. But I think like the area of Blighttown is... Oh, I thought... You know, I thought that I'd be able to kill him, but that was not true. It's unfortunate. There's a weapon coming up that I really love. And there's also a piece of armor that I really like that I'm probably not going to use. The shadow armor is really cool. It's like you can dress up like a ninja. But my guy's not like a ninja, I would say. He's very much a straight up kind of guy. These enemies are some of my least favorite in the game. Mostly because you remember that like really fun thing with the grab that the last boss, the Gaping Dragon, did? Oh, you know what? I'm not careful, I'm going to die to this guy. And I've been damaged with Toxic. Which means I pretty much just have to leave. You know what? I'm not going to leave until I get the E-Auto. It's the next weapon. I really should have bought some moss clumps from that person. But once you defeat these guys, they're dead forever. Although, knowing that, I am now screwed because I didn't kill him, and now he's fallen down. Yep, that's what I was talking about. I was going to die anyway. So it's not that bad that I died to him right there. It is a little embarrassing that I died to, like, the weakest possible enemy in... it's not embarrassing. Who cares? It's a video game. Yeah, I'm thankful for my choice of the boots. It's not like we don't have good, cool gloves. Although, I'm definitely going to want those really cool gloves. Just like covered in gold right now. I love gold. I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird? Man, when was the last time I freaking saw Austin Powers Gold Member? It's gotta have been years. Well, I think I was a kid when that movie came out. I remember watching it way before I probably should have been, because most of the jokes went right over my head. Oh, you know what I was talking about earlier was why I didn't want to buy Diablo 2, and I never really got to my point there. My point was just Blizzard is really garbage when it comes to what I mean. you can say a lot about their games, about why they're like not the greatest. I was a big fan of Overwatch for a long time. I don't want to get on like too many side tangents. The reason why I didn't want to buy Diablo 2 is because they had like a huge controversy about the way they treated their female developers, and how like the environment at Blizzard is super toxic if you want to work as a female developer. I'm not sure, but like I feel as though the environment there has got to be a lot better now because they had so much negative press about it. But we've seen a lot of stuff happen with Blizzard. Like they're one of the leaders of Blizzard who was a woman had to like I guess not had to, but decided to leave the company over like all that nonsense. But yeah, they it's really sad. I don't want to go into too much detail, but they essentially bullied a girl into suicide through some really toxic behavior, and it made me like want to do a Blizzard ban for like 5 years, like genuinely just not buy any more Blizzard games for 5 years. And I thought that would be I got toxicked again. I'm the Toxic Avenger. Oh man. Aw, man. This is why no one likes Blighttown. I'm trying to play Blighttown. I'm trying to be a good gamer. But this is why no one wants to play you, Blighttown. You're garbage. Alright, let's actually kill this guy. I hate these gentlemen. It was these guys that I died to last time. We do have a purple moss clump, but it's not going to be what we need to get rid of the toxic. That's for sure. Yep, and we died to the toxic buildup because toxic drains your health a lot faster than poison does. The nice thing was it may not have appeared like it, but we actually made a decent amount of progress there because we actually destroyed that one guy who keeps killing us. There are little safe areas that you can hide out in from those gentlemen. Just basically trading blows with that guy for absolutely no reason. I could summon a Gravelord servant, but I don't want to. I believe those guys just want to fight you, so I don't know why I would. Again, there's still a weapon that I want to get down there, and if I got toxic, it would be fine to go get it because I'd have to use a homeward bone anyway. The Iato, as I've mentioned it before. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't want to buy any of Blizzard games because of that. And then they came out with Disasters Are Gone after the defeat of the Gravelord Serpent. Servant, not Serpent. I always want to say Serpent. Been taking out these guys pretty easily. Especially if they're going to use attacks like that where they roar. Those wide swinging attacks is where you're in the most danger. Thankfully, you don't have to defeat any of these pudges while stay far enough back. Thankfully, you don't... Yeah, he's going to roar twice, but that's okay. I just don't want to aggro both of these guys because fighting both of them at once would be very hairy. That other guy is still minding his own business, which is good. Okay, I need to be more methodical about this part of the game. Part of the reason we wanted to level up our shield was fighting against these guys, having a higher shield that like absorbs a lot of the damage, also reduces the amount of endurance that gets taken down when a larger enemy attacks your shield. And as you can see, we don't even do that much damage against these guys. Although, I mean, technically we could... I gotta be careful about my rolls here, because I could easily roll right off the stage. really wanted to defeat that guy quickly, so guy's gonna leap to his death. Gotta be careful, because again, like, anyone who you think is gonna be easy to take down, that's where they get you. That's where they get you. That's why, like, in the game, I feel that there's, like, 2 types of enemies you can go up against, a normal-sized one and, like, a human-sized one. Any human-sized enemy, be careful of. Because they look like they should be easier to take down, like the undead, but they're not. All right, so this is where we get the next weapon. And we missed it. We missed it. It's okay. Let's see if we can survive this. Let's see if we can survive this. We're going to have to go on the rickety bridge of death here. And we got pushed down. Thanks for playing the feud. Holy macaroni. I'm bad at this game. I'm bad. I thought I was good, but I'm bad. How many lives are we going to throw at this until we get to where we need to be? I don't know. I should have played an easier game. This is what I always worried about. This was always my anxiety, that I would get to a point where I couldn't progress anymore. Although I don't think we've gotten to that point yet. I feel like Anne Orlando is probably going to be that point. Is there any magic that we could be using to mitigate some of this? I feel like maybe Soul Arrow actually might be able to take out some of these guys, because I can't get too close to them. All right, first Pudge. Not hard to take down. Why am I calling them Pudge? Like Pudge from Dota. I don't play a lot of Dota, and by a lot I mean any Dota, but that's where I know that character from. All these little guys need is a hook, and then they'd be just Pudge. That's what I call my cat Luna, actually, because she's fat, which is so weird. I can never understand why a cat gets fat. Mostly because, like, they all eat the same stuff. Why is one cat fat and all the other cats are not fat? It's not like I constantly see Pudge eating the other cat's food. What's going on there? It's like, it's my metabolism, it's my genetics. We were born to be fat. Okay, this part, you know, I've done pretty well throughout. I haven't died on this part yet. This isn't the hard part. Not the spell I meant to use. It's about how much damage I do to him anyway. Sucks that you can't do any damage to him when he's getting up. You can in Dark Souls 3, which is nice. They give you a little bit of an advantage, which you need. Dark Souls 3, strangely enough, is even more difficult than this one. They just kept ramping the difficulty up between the games. I told you I'd use my magic. Maybe not to not great effect, but I said I'd use it. Come on. Hit. All right. Gonna leap forward to his death. All right. We're doing a lot better. We're doing a lot better this time. So anyway, I played Diablo 2 and it was pretty good. It was ugly. I didn't want to play it because, again, I have a ban against Blizzard in my mind, but I eventually broke just because, like, I had there was like a big like lack of games to play for a little while, and it was just so appealing. And I had a lot of fun with it. It was cool seeing how much Dark Souls takes from Diablo. Because Dark Souls, I would say, is probably one of, if not my favorite game series of all time. The Iato is what I've been trying to get for a while. I've been talking about it a lot, and I finally got it. There is a... we just avoided a lot of the gameplay early on. But that's good. Skip as many areas of Blighttown that you can. Should I level up? I actually think so. Just because, like, who knows if I'm going to be able to keep any of the other stuff. I'm going to upgrade my dexterity so I do a little bit more damage. Coming up next, coming up next on the top 40, we're going to need, I don't know. This can be a tricky area, mostly because there is a poison dude that is going to want to try to kill us. I guess I'm just running. Yep, I guess that's the strats I'm taking. This seems like a good area to fight everybody at, especially because I can't, like, kill these guys quickly. I'm killing those fire hellhounds. They'll use a flamethrower against you if you're not careful. And again, I'm in a dangerous area to be fighting these guys because they do those lunges. Never miss your lunges. Never miss leg day. I know there's a poison man and he wants to shoot me. But there's nothing he can do. There's absolutely nothing he can do. I guess I'm just gonna go down. There is a big, gnarly looking enemy down there. I hope I can remember how to get to him, because if you can kill that guy, you get a really cool spell. One that they actually took out of the game because it was too powerful. Oh, excellent, excellent. I've fallen down to an area that I do not even know. I hope that kills that guy. Yeah, it did. It did. But now I'm lost. All the areas in Blighttown look the same. My weapon is broken. I forgot that it was even weak at all. Well, hopefully we can kill these guys with a soul arrow, and then I can find a good weapon to... Oh, no. I killed that guy with a broken weapon. All right. Now we're going to switch. I can't even use this weapon because I don't have enough, whatever, equipped. What do we want to use? The scimitar or the long sword? I'm going to go with the long sword. So we're in a precarious spot right now, I would say. Mostly because, like, again, we don't have access to our scimitar at all. And we won't have access to the Yato until I level up my dexterity enough to use it. I hope I'm going the right way. Up seems like the wrong direction to go, but sometimes in the depths you need to go up to go down. So here's this guy. I could try to kill him that way, but that would be a really dumb way to do it. This area you got to be careful in because there is a big pudge right here, and he's going to want to kill you. And I can't see. I cannot see at all. The longsword was the weapon that I played with for the majority of my time when I first started this game, because, like, you know, I would say in real life, two of my favorite weapons are the longsword and the katana. Very cool weapons. I'm doing a pitiful amount of damage against him. Part of me thinks I should just choose the scimitar, just because, like, I'll probably get better dexterity scaling, but... This is what it looks like if you just came down here with absolutely nothing in terms of upgrades. It's another reason why killing that NPC early on kind of sucks, because I don't have a repair box with me, so I can't just repair my... Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I'm putting myself in a dangerous spot here, and I'm putting myself in an even more dangerous spot here, and yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. I'm really shocked I'm not dead right now. Do I have anything in... All right. I have one thing. I'm playing okay here, other than the fact that I have absolutely nothing in terms of, excellent. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see right there. I'm climbing up this ladder. I don't want to have to fight both of them at once. All right, he's down for the count. As you can see, it takes a ridiculous amount of damage to kill these guys. I'm definitely in a bad spot because I've also already rested at the bonfire. What? Where'd the pudge go? That's disappointing. I feel like I'm missing something, though. I guess not. I thought there's got to be a way to kill that guy. I don't want to leave here without killing the dude up there. Power Within's so good, I don't want to lose it. Maybe there's another way to get to him. I don't think this is the way. Yeah, see, we're getting farther and farther away from our destination here. Whatever, I guess, oh, maybe this is it. Because you can go down. Yeah, maybe it is. I played this game a lot, but I'm by no means an expert. Yeah, this is not where you want to be. All right, now here's some of the creepiest enemies in the game. And I do absolutely no damage against them. I'm used to killing these guys and not that many hits, so it's definitely very jarring to have such little damage. Looks like magic's going to be one of our best bets here early on, which is a shock, because generally using your weapon is much better than using magic in terms of damage, but we've gotten ourselves into a predicament here. Yeah, I didn't get half the stuff I really wanted to get in Blight. I dropped down to this area. That's dangerous. I've been toxicked. I've been toxicked. I was in a bad spot right there. I was in a really bad spot. We have 8 minutes left. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a really bad spot. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to use this to find how to get power within. Maybe it'll... Oh, there's my super cool, funky ringtone. Was that guy hiding out in a pot? That was a pretty good roll, I think. Yeah, just hang out on that balance board and see how that works for you. Clearly, you've never heard of kiting before. This is a lot of enemies. And, yeah, I guess I'm out of here. Will they follow me down? Who knows? I've never been... It's so funny, because, like, obviously, I wanted to do well for my Dark Souls Let's Play. And I've put myself in actually a terrible position for the game. Like, I don't think I've ever put myself in a worse position in terms of survivability or getting out of the situation I've put myself in. Oh, humanity, that's nice. Oh, the huge manatee, get out of here. Yep, well, I'm dead again. I'm dead again. I did it. I fucked myself in Dark Souls. I'm that bad at the game. Because I don't know, because there's no way to get, there's no way to repair my stuff. I'm in Blight Town. A horrible area. The enemies are so strong here. That'll be nice in case I get toxic again. I mostly just got to use my weapon as a stun in this area, because these guys are basically unkillable as I am now. Hopefully those gentlemen will not be able to cross. You shall not pass. You know what? Just run. Just run. Or don't just run, because, you know, you're going to get yourself killed. So dumb. You know, I think probably tomorrow when we do some streaming, I probably will have to... I might have to restart Dark Souls, actually. Because I've really put myself in a negative spot. Because, yeah, just not being able to repair that at all is horrible. You know what? I'm not going to back out. I'm not going to leave. I was going to. I'm going to give it one more shot. Because now, mostly, I just got to run. Going to heal up on this platform. As these guys continue to chase. And you know what? I was going to say what you're seeing here is all of the most pro Dark Souls gameplay, because my controller actually literally died while I was doing that. So, yeah, you know what? This has been the Brainiac Live Super Show. We're not done. We're not done. That's right. We're changing stuff. We're going to play, because, you know, we played a bunch of Dark Souls today, and got myself to a really embarrassing point. I've never, like, screwed up in Dark Souls quite that bad before. What game would be good to play? I already know what game I'm putting on. I already know what game I'm putting on for the end of the stream. I don't want the release date. I just want digdig.io. All right. This is a game I've been playing a lot lately. And I'm also I'm gonna make this full screen, F11, and we're gonna play a little bit. This guy looks like he is just ripe for the taking. So this is a game. If you like, if you really liked agar.io, which is a game where you essentially play as cells on a microscope. This is its, I would say, spiritual successor. It's the most recent .io game that has been released. And I'm pretty fond of it, actually. In this game, you play as a little digger mite, and your main goal is to eat all of the dirt possible, and eat smaller little guys. I'm coming after this guy right here. After I get this, though. So again, the goal is to become the largest gentleman on the screen. This guy's really trying hard to get away from me. And it looks like he might succeed. Looks like he's just put himself at an extreme disadvantage. Doesn't matter how much lava you try to go through. There's nothing you can do to destroy me. There's no music. It's dead. It's a dead audio game. I should put on some music. I have music that I can put on, I think. Because it's just so quiet. But this is what okay, we need to get out of here. That guy's much larger than us. I think he should be reasonably get away from me. Get away from see, the mysterious entity, who, by the way, kills me like 99% of the time I play. We're going to play more of this, but I want to make sure that we actually have something that you guys can listen to, because like just having dead audio is horrible. It's artist.io that I actually picked. It is artist.io that I picked. Google. Sign in. We're going to get some music for you guys. I'm pretty sure that I have a license. Library. Let's go to music. Nope. By the way, all this music I have a license for. This is horrible. This is all terrible. You guys get to see me playing around with the stream early on in the early on here. I just wanted to find something that was get your free Motion Pro pack. Where do you search? Where do you search for the musics? Let's go to genre. Let's go to what would be good? You know what? I think jazz. I think jazz would be good. Nope. Too Christmassy. Christmas is coming. I don't think so. Snow Angels. You know what? That goes into a firm maybe category. Here, you guys can see what I'm looking through. Horrible. Ooh, that one's cool. It's a little too it's got a little too much vibe going. This is horrible. This is not what I thought it was going to be. You know, it almost might be better to have no music, but I want to find a good. I think we got to look in the right genre. What's the hip hop genre? Hip hop genre on on artist.io, which is like a library for stuff. Let's see. Hopefully there's no audio, or if there's no whatever on it. I just don't see how this is hip hop. We're going to have to look at another genre. Brainiac FM, you're actually listening to some real music on the internet. Mostly because, okay, there's worship music. We could use that. Lounge music sounds good. Skyscraper, come on, something good. All this music sounds the same. This one sounds good. I'll put it on. See, this is good. I like this. This is good. This is good, like just jamming music. And we're gonna like hang out and we're gonna play some games. That's right. You know what? I think I might end the stream quickly, and I might go. I might go get like a special guest